point that you would try to make me jealous in front of my husband and our friends.
Front, front.
In front of my husband and our friends.
No, I mean, since you don't go to Princeton or Georgetown, I assume you're not headed back to college.
Assume, assume.
And I assume you're not headed back to college. Who's Lord Marcus? James. Turns out that he was only pretending to be a commoner. It's like Roman holiday.
Roman, Roman.
It's like Roman holiday.
I get that. There's no reason we can't be civil. After all, isn't that a trait your people pride themselves on?
Trait, trait.
After all, isn't that a trait your people pride themselves on?
Squashed? I'll squash you.
It's just a game, Blair.
It's not me, Basil. I like him.
Hole, hole.
It's not me, Basil. I like him.
They want to forfeit our assets. Restitution.
What, they want to take our money?
Well, not yet, but they have frozen our accounts.
Frozen, frozen.
Well, not yet, but they have frozen our accounts. Well, not yet, but they have frozen our accounts. And now they're making an inventory of everything that we own.
Inventory, inventory.
And now they're making an inventory of everything that we own. I asked your granddad for help.
What, you told Grandpa?
Not that it did any good. As you can imagine, he's not very happy with my role in your father's departure.
Departure, departure.
He's not very happy with my role in your father's departure.
The music review, sir, if you want to read it, you can.
Review, review.
Music review, sir, if you want to read it, you can.
Fence, but don't you think you're a little outmatched?
At squash? I've been playing my father since the 8th grade.
Eighth, eighth.
I've been playing my father since the 8th grade.
You're being very quiet. Is that good quiet or bad quiet?
Quiet, quiet.
Is that good quiet or bad quiet? That was the idea.
I know, but when I talked about converting our storage space into a cafe, I was thinking of a folding table and a coffee maker.
Fold. Fold.
Folding table and a coffee maker. To go, please. I need to head downtown.
Downtown, downtown.
I need to head downtown. To go, please. I need to head downtown.
One house blend on the house.
Blend, blend.
One house blend on the house.
Look, no one wants to hold a yard sale. We want your father locked up.
No, we already told the prosecutors we don't know where he is.
Prosecutor, prosecutor.
No, we already told the prosecutors we don't know where he is.
But after spending so much time in your mom's closet, I feel like I know the lady. I don't think she'll adjust so well.
Adjust, adjust.
I don't think she'll adjust so well.
Figures out the West fears and just ruthlessly exploits that fear. It's rough.
Rough, rough.
It's rough. Exploits that fear. It's rough. Not to mention, she's completely got my father's ear.
Ear, ear.
Not to mention, she's completely got my father's ear.
Chuck Bass putting his new BFF on speed dial. Is it the beginning of a beautiful bromance?
Good match. You really had me.
Match, match,
Good match. Really happy.
The book they color on Pierre, and I think we have ourselves a party.
Thank you, Miss Blair.
This guest list, however, is a complete page one.
guest, guest,
This guest list, however, is a complete page one.
After everything he's done.
Just had to put it out there. But if the worst case scenario comes true, I promise.
scenario, scenario,
But if the worst case scenario comes true, I promise. Ruby knows this place in the village that has 2-for-1 taco night.
Stop it.
It's lesbian Mexican. Sometimes her band plays there.
band, band,
Sometimes her band plays there.
You just asked someone you barely know for money?
I didn't ask. He offered, and when I tried to refuse, he insisted.
refuse, refuse,
Offered, and when I tried to refuse, he insisted.
You just asked someone you barely know for money?
I didn't ask. He offered, and when I tried to refuse, he insisted that it was the right thing to do.
The right thing to do.
insist, insist,
Insisted that it was the right thing to do.
The right thing to do.
Insisted that it was the right thing to do.
The right thing to do. You said he's outside of your regular circle?
circle, circle,
You said he's outside of your regular circle?
Lordy, lordy, look who's 40. Or at least a well-preserved 38.
preserve, preserve,
Or at least a well-preserved 38.
A little soon for flowers, no?
Just a few finishing touches.
touch, touch,
Just a few finishing touches.
What?
Well, whatever you decide, I loved fixing up the place, and I'd be happy to stick around.
stick, stick,
I'd be happy to stick around.
For you, there's an explanation for all of it.
Save your breath, Blair.
breath, breath,
Save your breath, Blair.
As soon as I knew he liked me, I would have relaxed and dropped the manipulative plotting and devoted myself to being the best girlfriend ever.
devote, devote,
Plotting and devoted myself to being the best girlfriend ever.
It would be kind of nice to have someone who could actually be there. But when the best version of the situation is...
version, version,
But when the best version of the situation is...
Hey, Dad, it's me. I talked to Dan, so he's gonna pick me up at the train station. So I'll.
train, train,
I talked to Dan, so he's gonna pick me up at the train station. So I'll.
I think Anne Archibald would rather die than lose her house, her things. They're her whole identity.
identity, identity,
They're her whole identity. This scandal will destroy her. Can you imagine her watching her house seize?
seize, seize,
Can you imagine her watching her house seize? Station only to be enslaved by her own insecurities. But now that I've seen you rolling around on the floor with my adolescent.
roll, roll,
But now that I've seen you rolling around on the floor with my adolescent.
Not too late. As soon as I heard you were at Blair's party, Duchess, I knew I had to find you and do damage control.
damage, damage,
I knew I had to find you and do damage control.
Yeah, I thought it was a short story.
I'm thinking of reworking it into a novel.
Oh, a novel. That's not ambitious.
Someone must think.
ambitious, ambitious,
Oh, a novel. That
That's not ambitious.
Some must think.
Oh, you know, it was fun, but there's no place like home.
Well, that's an original thought. You know, if you...
Original. Original.
Well, that's an original thought. You know, if you...
It's not sarcasm in your voice, it's...
Victory. I know.
Victory. Victory.
Victory. I know.
I don't follow.
All you need to know is that you lost. But don't be too hard on yourself. It was a solid effort.
Tomorrow's another day.
Solid. Solid.
It was a solid effort.
Tomorrow's another day.